Hear me, heroes, gentles, hearken well and attend. Comes before you bearing boldness as a virtue. Tarl, tall and war-wise. The tales from many battles spread, his word fame worthy will you truly find him. The ravens reap grisly rewards and carry to the one-eyed wanderer witness to his prowess. Ashtooth seeks to sate, no slacking to its thirsting. Foes will fear and learn to face him not in battle. A shadow winks sharply, sharing death before him, weaving fate by war with will as Norns string their loom. Far fields he leads us all, fiercely in the steel rain. Battle near to border bear no less his courage. Night or day means naught, and never will he falter. Daring danger is his duty to his kingdom. The ravens reap grisly rewards, and carry to the one-eyed wanderer witness to his prowess. This grand gathering is granted by royal blood, to seal his service to sylvan Queen of Aethelmearc. Ages will echo this epic moment warmly. Long lasts the glory, and luck will favor the bold.
Their Majesties invite you following their order of chivalry.
No line.
I have no idea how much I'm getting, but
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who would speak for his lordship?
I'm Mistress Marcy of Hadley, and I was asked to come here and speak today with Tarl. Such an honor. Tarl was one of the first people that I met when I joined the SCA, and actually I think my husband met him first. And he came home and asked me if I wanted to come and do this crazy stuff. And I said I wouldn't know what to wear. I wouldn't know what to make. So we met Tarl and his wife Sabina and said, oh, let's do what they're doing. That'll be neat. We'll make what they're wearing. So we did that. And we became very close friends. And we often wondered, how come nobody else knows these people? So I found in the years that I've known Tarl, his greatest art, which I guess I'm supposed to be speaking of, would be the art of deception. You know him. Okay. So, having been around for 30-some years, he has been deceitfully silent so that we've only just noticed him now. I think that is probably his truest art, but he's also humble, probably to a fault. Modest, much fun. Children flock to him for some reason, mine included. So you saw the candy being thrown where Tarl is, everybody smiles. And that's an art too. He makes armor. He paints some very tiny little miniature creatures that I'm not sure I understand, but they're really great. Really, I
the Order of the Pelican who would speak?
Yes. I'm Master Imperial Hawkman, Majesties. I have known Tarl for a long time. He was when long dark years ago, before there was any roots between the Bearing March and Stormsport, he helped us form the Shire of Hunter's Own. He was one of the founding members. He served as our exchequer, our marshal, regional and local combat archery marshal. In the years that I ran disabled services at Pentic, he was one of the people I could count upon to run around and be my legs for me. Event sites used to be far less accessible than they are, and Tarl has carried me up and down countless flights of steps, getting me to and fro events, and because of that expertise, other people have put the arm on him to do the same for them when they needed it. He served as my deputy seneschal for most of the last 22 years I've been seneschal. And in times when I was ill, he stepped in to run the Shire in my absence. He's my friend, my brother, and long been my peer.
We thank you for your words.
And I would also speak for Tarl. 21 years. He has been so supportive with all of the chivalric virtues. The one that stands out for me from him is franchise or generosity. Not in the sense of, oh, I've got a couple of these, you can have one, but in the sense that you need something, let me help you with that. He does things for me when I ask him, when I know he's not a morning person, and he comes to that demo and gets up at 6:30 in the morning so we can go to the school. And he puts aside things he wants to be doing for himself because I need him to do something for me, which is the most generous thing that people can give to one another, to be there when somebody else needs them. He is indeed my peer or better.
We thank you for your words.
Are there members of the Order of Chivalry who would speak?
There are two of us today. I'm Sir Stephen Oathkelson, Warlord of Aethelmearc. I'm the 35th Knight of this kingdom and the 1941st Knight of this society. I have strong words for this man. At my first practice, he was there. At my last practice, before I was knighted, he was there. He has never been a truer friend have I had. Never has there been a greater man in this kingdom. For his people, Border Watch, are over 10% of our army. That is prowess. That is what makes a man a knight, is to have people follow them on the field. He has done this and more in spades. Should any man feel different, I ask them to meet me on the field. We will have words. Your Majesties. Thank you for your words.
Wanzi of the Peacemakers. I have known Tarl for more than 2 decades. I traveled also to his practices to get time and learning polearm and work with his people. Traveled to Blackstone raids, traveled to Ice Dragon. He was always there getting more people to travel, more people to do things. For our Kingdom's Army, as has been stated, 10%, but he's also had combat archers come out, ballista teams. It's not just heavy fighters. Their group has gotten more and more focused on helping the kingdom, and it is with his leadership and the love of his people. he is definitely one of our troops.
Their Majesties would hear from the emissary of the collected clans of the Two Chucks.
Hua.
Well,
Just fine to hear your words. Tarl has been known by you for many years. He's tireless in the way he helps people and the way he brought Border Watch together. They are close friends of the Two Chuck clans. What many of you may not know, we have known Tarl since he was 14 years old. Tarl was a Two Chuck of the Kerr clan, and I've known him for many decades. So today he gets a nice Two Chuck.
are there royal peers who would speak?
Yes. I am Duchess Tessa the Huntress, and I have words to speak. As a royal peer, one of the most important things is to be able to defend our kingdom. And we have to have an army and people who will fight for us. To me, Tarl has shown this because not only has he consistently fought for our kingdom, but he has rallied a whole group of fighters and household around himself. And they always are loyal to our kingdom, and they fight well. And even though a lot of the service in our kingdom protecting its borders has been quiet, they have been doing it for a long time. This last year made it very clear when not only did they provide a substantial portion of our army, but they hired allies for us as well. I believe that being a royal peer, you have to have loyalty of the people. You have to do things to encourage them to come out and be more. And he does that for himself, and he inspires that in others. And he is most definitely.
I will also speak for Tarl. My name is Tarl Solaris, Viscount Aethelmearc, Titus Society. I've known Tarl better part of 25 years. The best way I can describe Tarl is, if you look at a castle, you'll see all the towers, you see the banners and things like that. Yes, those are the very flashy things, but there's something that holds that castle together. That's the mortar that binds. Without the mortar, it's just a pile of stone. It's just banners laying on the field. I've watched Tarl for many, many years. Many, many years. I have shared blood with this man. I've shared sweat with this man. This man brings groups together. He also brings this wonderful dream that we have in this society, these moments that are put together one right after another. Tarl is the mortar that binds these things together. And I'm watching him binding between the Two Chucks and our society and all the people that he's done this. Tarl is the mortar that binds, and this man is my peer.
Majesties, having heard the testimony of your royal peers and emissaries, are you now prepared to go forth with the knighting of this man?
We are.
Are there spurs?
Please bring forth the spurs.
Make sure they don't tie them together.
Is there a chain?
Your Majesty, there is more than one. We have
ancestral. We have a gift. We have two gifts, pardon me. I believe the ancestral should go first.
This is the lineage of the chivalry of Aethelmearc, starting with Cygnus the Blissful, Michael of Northwood, Dane Ferris, Sextus Plinius Calidus, Guido Martini, Rowan de la Garnison, James Ahern, Matthias Sean Cameron, Orlando Alvarez, Reinhard von Berchtesgaden, Otto of Westphalia, Christopher Rawlings, Malcolm Duncan McEwen, Maynard von den Stein, Erling of Aethelmearc, Cadan Chacalgan, Henri d'Artois, Murdoch Bain, Finn Marland O'Shannon, Eisenwolf Thorolfsson, Magariki Katsuichi no Coridono, Alonso of the Peacemakers, Tristan Sexwolf, Redwin Mobtiernan, Angus McBain, Wolfstan Huskarl, Kalik Sharag Odd, Duncan Van Holster, Alric of the Mist, Magnus Tyndall, Hrothgar Iverson, Thorgrim Skullsplitter, Olaf Thorvaldsson, Robin Wallace, Stefan Ulf Kelson, Thomas Byron of Haverford, Gabriel Hawks, Gareth Kincaid, Havoc the Wild, Vladimir Mechnik, Ariella of Thornbury, Tiberius Planarius Varro, and myself, Andreas Morgan.
A knight's chain symbolizes the weight of his fealty, the bond between him and his liege. This chain carries with it a very heavy and strong lineage. When you wear this chain, be reminded of that. Be reminded of all those that came before you and the honor they wore with. You shall surely wear it with honor as well.
This chain was forged by his people, who are our people. They are Aethelmearc. This is Border Watch. Let's do it together. How about that? And this is an ancient chain from the West. It was given to me at my knighting. It goes back through Maynard von den Stein, through Duke Christopher of York, to Viscount Richard of Aldrich, also known as Rat, an old one.
Another heavy race.
Is there a belt?
The belt is white. It is a symbol that marks you as a knight. The white represents your honor. Keep it stainless.
Told to make him stand up.
Is there a cloak?
Be cloaked as befits your station.
It's pretty.
Is there a hood? Your lordship, being now bedecked in the regalia of a knight, would you now offer your oath of fealty to your king?
Place your hands upon mine and give me your oath.
I, Tarl, do pledge fealty and homage to the crown of the kingdom of Aethelmearc, to be a knight good and true, protector of the weak, defender of the realm, ferocious in battle and generous in peace, and courteous in both, thus I swear.
We hear this oath, and we return it in kind. We will protect and defend you and your household, so that all our powers be part of our thrones, death take us of the world in. And we charge you to protect and succor the weak, and to defend this realm, and to further be an example of nobility and chivalry to all that you meet as you go forth. So say we, Titus, King of Aethelmearc.
So say we, Anna Leigh, Queen of Aethelmearc.
Value. Let this be the last blow that you ever let strike you without seeking just retribution. I dubbed thee once. I dubbed thee twice. I dubbed thee knight. Arise, Sir Tarl.
The day has come! A man of honor and courage, a warrior and defender, and a trusted carrier of the heavy things, shall step forward to join the ranks of Aethelmearc's chivalric peers. Known to many as simply Tarl, his feats of prowess and service precede him. Who amongst you can claim to be the honored protector of tarts, a dedicated defender of kittens, the purveyor of polearm tournaments, strong supporter of bacon, or be the creator of the most celebrated ho-ho homage? 'Tis none but the Tarl. Today, Tarl leads the mighty warriors known as Border Watch in times of war as well as peace. Let nobody deny his service to crown and kingdom. Therefore, let it be known to all that on this 20th day of September, Anno Societatis 49, during the coronation of Titus, Scipio Germanicus, and Anna Leigh, that Tarl has proven his valor upon the fields of battle. Upon hearing the acclaim of our chivalry, we do find Tarl Shadowraven most worthy, and declare him to be a knight of Aethelmearc, with these arms by letters patent. Her chevron throughout argent and azure, 2 birds sable, and a sun argent eclipsed sable. The scroll was illuminated by Mistress Una de Saint-Luc, scrivened by Her Ladyship Sophie Davenport, upon wording by Her Ladyship Sabina of Kilkenny.
Before you get this roll, let me welcome you, my brother, my peer. Good night. Please take this, our newest member, to the back of the hall and welcome him to the order.
For Sir Tarl Shadowraven!
Viva!